The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Kyle Kuzma.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Turner is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Gary Trent. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Porter in at the 1 spot. And for Golden State, some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. GA, we are right in the thick of the season. What's an overlooked challenge for these players right now?
Staying fresh. You have to take care of your body and your mind. That'll pay dividends in the stretch run.
Throwing it down in style. Butler playing with a lot of force.
The kick out to Porter. Kuzma passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Kuzma. Over Butler. Kuzma finds Giannis. Kuzma outside. They get it again. Antetokounmpo. Turner passes to Trent. Clock at 6. Goes back up. And Giannis with the layup.
Boy, extra effort by Giannis, the multi-time MVP. He's just built a little differently.
Outside, Green. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Jackson Davis. Turner with the steal. Here's Curry. Plays it up and banks it in.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Porter with it. Now, Antetokounmpo, 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Jackson Davis. He's on target from 8 feet out.
You know, this is where Giannis still does most of his damage. He has the size, athleticism, and shot repertoire to hurt you inside.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Pass to Kuzma. Butler with the steal. And here we go. It's Butler. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And Giannis gets it to go.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Kerr. David.
I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, "Do you have any ideas?" Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak, a multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
It's stolen by Green, and it's the Warriors. On the break, here's Butler. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Turner. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Antetokounmpo kicks to Turner. Here's Kuzma. And the 3 off target. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. Back to Curry. to the hoop. Bucket is good.
Certainly not the biggest guy on the floor, but Curry has plenty of grit and determination behind his drive.
Nifty move. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
Podziemski, he's checked in for Stephen Curry.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Giannis high post. He's against Green, and that one's good by Giannis.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Outside, Green. Pass to Hield, beyond the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
Here's Podziemski. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Green, and they're on the break. Pulls up, and it's Butler missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Warriors trail by 3. Outside Butler. To the middle. Here's Green. No good that time. Good D by Giannis. Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Butler attacking, 13 feet away. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Butler's got 6. 7 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bucks ahead. They lead by 3. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, Antetokounmpo out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Porter. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. Here's Podziemski, defended by Trent. Podziemski with it. A 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got 8 rebounds in this game. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. We appreciate the report. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Now Podziemski. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Inside, Horford. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Curry against Porter. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the Warriors miss again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Horford. And it's Buddy Hield in for Brandon Podziemski. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Giannis says, get off me!
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Giannis with it. Kuminga picks him up. Porter passes to Kuzma. Right side, Turner. Giannis against Kuminga. Antetokounmpo sinks that one from the post. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Hawks.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Good on the bucket. Giannis has got 29 in the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Hield outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Hield came into the league now with a very solid three-point shot, and he's only gotten better.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Warriors with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Kuzma. Lets the three fly. A three-pointer is right on target. Kuzma's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Jackson-Davis. It's tipped. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
Giannis passes to Kuzma. Back to Giannis. Out to Kuzma. Shoots from the high post. And yes, it's good. Kuzma's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Pulls up. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Giannis rips it down.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category, but his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Pass to Moody. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Curry.
So far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Antetokounmpo inside. Kuminga on him. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Curry finishes off the break.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Just 3 on the clock. He takes it up and lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got 33 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball.